Well, hello there guys, and welcome to another Graviteam Tactics Mius-Front battle. I decided to share this with you guys. I was actually just going to play by myself, but I was like, you know what, this is a night battle, my first night battle in the game. I might as well share it with the fellas. So we're going to go ahead and show this, guys, showcase it, I should say, and this is interesting. So far, I don't really know what we're up against. We do know that there is an attack against us by the Soviets, and we need to do everything we can to stop that attack. But I'm not really sure right now where the attack is coming from. I'm actually thinking we just stumbled across these guys, but they might be part of a larger attacking force. We'll have to see. In any case, as you can see, I don't really like us being too close to these guys with our tanks, to be honest with you. There we go. That's a lot of enemies, and we've definitely seen where the enemy attack is coming from. Let's send Louvre over here as well, and Rochelle is in some... I think he's in some trouble. Might be alright. We're getting a lot of close hits, and hopefully we can spot some enemy tanks as well. Now, the enemy has some scout planes in this mission, which is interesting. It's kind of the first time I've seen that. But let's see if Gutz and the rest of these guys, Rudel, can hold the line. I don't think I want to try to even move in any on-map artillery right now, because who knows? This might not be that many men, and right now, our machine guns are taking care of them pretty well. Louvre, we'll crush them with our panzers! Hey, I have to say that every once in a while in these games. Forward, men! So far, no enemy contact with these guys on this particular road, and it's actually not very close to any of our points, but it's on the way to the farmstead. It's a ways off, but I think that's where they were going. Glorious! You guys can hear that. Those are those recon planes right up here. They're kind of above us. And I think it's probably just giving the enemy sort of a, clear shot at what we're doing. Almost like a drone. I'm just assuming that, though. I'm not even sure if that's true. Alright, let's see. We just lost... Oh, a truck. Who cares? And actually, it looks like one of our guys is trying to fire at these scout planes. I don't know how successful he's going to be, but I find that quite fun. Right on. Let's have them advance, guys. It'd be great if we could go inside the tank. Maybe in Graviteam 4. I don't know. Okay, here we go, guys. Now, this is a cause for concern. Major attack over here. We definitely want to start moving this tank back this way. But we can see that the enemy is attacking on all fronts. And our men are actually getting some really effective fire there on the enemy troops. I'm going to take Gunther here. And at this point, I think I do want to let everybody know to fire on this position. We can actually select some troops. And let's see if Fear can bring anything in. Wow. Oh, yeah. The enemy's not liking that one bit. We're going to bring down some holy hellfire on the enemy here pretty soon. I might actually want to shoot it a little bit farther back, but this is acceptable for now. They're going to be moving up constantly, and there's still a few of them on the ground, and this is great. Here we go. Incoming. Incoming. Oh, yes. We've already got some mortar fire coming in. Boom. And that's definitely some artillery fire there. The enemy did not expect this. I love these night battles, guys, and just like the last Graviteam, the tracers are absolutely amazing, and we're just getting some clear shots at the enemy here. Of course we're under fire. The Russians are attacking. What do you expect? Got more incoming fire there, guys. And it looks like they're also attacking from the west, so let me send some men over here. This be... Oh, it is. It's an SDKFZ. I hate these things, but I guess they're pretty useful against enemy forces, and in this case, this is Kraut. This is a commander. It's not a guy I want to lose, so I might actually try to get him behind the line again. I'm glad we brought our tanks in when we did, and I will get back to the fight, but I've got to make sure that nothing's happening over here. It seems pretty tame, so I'm actually going to grab these guys and move them back to the main battlefield at full speed. Alright, let's get eyes on here. And there's just a ton of enemies, guys, still approaching. I love that incoming fire. It's absolutely awesome. Or I should say outgoing fire towards the enemy. Look at that. A lot of dead Soviets here. They're not going to leave this battle without losses. Amazing. Our guys are actually managing to hit these guys at range. And also Ruderfer, the tanker here, is getting a lot of great shots. Gotta love it when we're the ones with the armor. But I would like to see some T-34s and see how we do against them, really. That would be pretty awesome. Continue the fire! Love hearing those mortars being remanned, and you can actually hear them dropping the mortar in, the mortar falling. It's just awesome. We might send Ruderfer back. A few captives taken. Apparently some of these Russians are not interested in fighting anymore. It's too bad. Too bad, Ruskies. Ivan, you must continue to fight. Stalin would be very upset with you. Let's go ahead and select all of these guys, and we're just going to charge with Ruderfer into the enemy. This is just going to be a crazy attack. More captives taken, guys. Unbelievable. Let's see what Ruderfer is doing. He seems to be going a little bit nuts. Here we go, that's better. Ruderfer. This is absolutely awesome. I love this view. Here we go. If you guys like this view, make sure to put that in the comments below. But if you like for me to just keep the regular strategic view, I can also do that. So let me know what you prefer. I only do this every now and again. Yes, machine gun. We've got more tanks approaching, guys, as well. Friendly tanks, I'm happy to say. Come on, Ruderfer, get your Iron Cross. Don't stop shooting yet. There's plenty more men to kill. In fact... Wow, guys, we have turned this battlefield into an absolute graveyard. Alright, we just got hit with something. Might be an anti-tank rifle, but that was definitely effective enough to make the crew a little scared. Could just be a heavy machine gun round now that I'm thinking about it, but we have to be cautious at this point. Alright, we got more men advancing over there. Nice, Ruderfer. Alright, we're going to leave Ruderfer to his job of wiping out the rest of the enemy, but this is looking great, guys. We've stopped one attack. Want to make sure there are no other attacks anywhere else. And it doesn't look like we're dealing with anything else. There's a few men out here in the field, but nothing that Radel can't handle. Alright, enemy's asking for a ceasefire. It's about time, and I'm not surprised at all. Now, we're probably in a pretty good position to accept the ceasefire. I mean, we have all the victory positions. The enemy's screwed at this point. We could just keep shooting them, but I think we've pretty much proven our point here. When you have tanks or panzers, you can always win a game pretty quickly if the enemy has nothing to counteract. And that's why I even suggest to people, if you're facing only tanks, don't be afraid to basically just stop fighting. Don't be afraid to, retreat. Fight again another day. And in this case, we might have some tanks over here. I'm going to move in that direction because apparently we're seeing enemies there. I don't see them. There we go. Yes! More effective fire. So we're very unlucky infantry right now. Alright, guys. So we still have some infantry units alive out here, actually. But I think our guys can handle them. In fact, I'll go ahead and do a little counterattack here. Not that we really need to, but what the hell. Shouldn't be leading with fear anyway, but... we must fight quickly against the Russians. Nice. So don't forget, guys, I always like to mention this in my videos. This is a niche channel. We play strategy games that very few people know about, as you guys probably are aware of. People would rather play stuff like Company of Heroes 2, and, while it's probably a fun game series, this is the realistic kind of gameplay that I like to play. And if you're a fan of this kind of gameplay, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to share this with your friends. It really, really does help. And if you feel like so inclined, you can obviously hit the donation page down below. But really, the best thing for me is for people to go ahead, share the channel, get it out there, put it on social networks, so we can get some more people viewing, and I can do this full time. That would be really fun. Let's take Radel here. I'm still not accepting that ceasefire. While that option's on the table, I am going to keep fighting, I think. Just want to see what the enemy has. Right now, it just looks like they have infantry. More captives taken, guys. See, it's always good to stay in the fight. So a few prisoners here, maybe just one prisoner. Unfortunately, we killed the rest of his friends. Less mouths to feed, yeah? That's the way it works. And actually, we have a squad leader here. I definitely want to kill him. So I'm not getting out of here before we get rid of him. Move up a little bit so that he can actually get some shots on these guys. They're a bit too close for him to do anything right now. But our advancing infantry is getting some great shots right now. The Russen coming! We must shoot them then. This guy's got a nice MP40. More incoming fire, but we gotta be careful because that's definitely danger close. Boom, actually no, they're firing out there. That's alright, guys, you can fire out there. I can accept that. We just set the forest on fire with our tracer rounds. That is really cool. Really, really cool. Alright, guys, I think it's about time to go ahead and accept that ceasefire. We punished the enemy enough. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. Maybe we can punish them just a little bit more. Radel's doing a great job. Not a single tank lost, as far as I know. We did lose a truck, but I could give a fuck, really. Pardon my French. I like to keep these videos specifically family-friendly because this is a very, historical time period. So, might need to wash my mouth out with soap and try to be a little bit better on these vids. But anyway, if you guys don't care, put that down below as well. I'm always trying to learn from new subscribers, and particularly in this last week or so with these videos. I know a lot of you guys are new to the channel, so if this is something you like, let me know. And just give me an idea of what kind of videos you enjoy on the channel. You can always take a look at the other things we have set up. Just go to the playlists, and please, for the love of God, don't look at my stuff from 2 years ago. I had a Radio Shack mic, and it wasn't the greatest situation in the world. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to accept that ceasefire. I think it's probably the best ceasefire I've accepted in a long time. We actually have a few men past their lines here. As you can see, this guy, and he has a PPSH, which is really cool. He just killed an officer here. Oh no, DPSHK versus PPSH. Oh, wait a minute, he's dropping his gun. Shoot him. Nice, good fuck, man, good fuck. Got more enemy contact. I'm not even going to look to see what it is, because if it's a tank, I'm going to cry, honestly. I wanted to take out a tank really badly. There we go, guys. So it is a defeat once again, and I don't know why the game does this. I'm still trying to learn. I have a lot to learn myself in Graviteam tactics, and as you can see, I won a battle with 3-to-1 kill ratio. I held all of the objectives. There's no reason why I should have gotten a loss. So if someone can explain that, you can put that down below. We lost 17 men. We killed 100 men. I will definitely go ahead and view the after-battle statistics so you guys can get a view at kind of what the battle looked like. And we'll go ahead and get rid of this. That can be really annoying. We'll just try to take a look at the hot spots, I guess you could say. This is actually our offensive here towards the end. Our men are moving forward here with the counterattack. And look at all of those bullets being thrown up in the air. We already wounded one of these Russians. A lot of dead Russians over here, by the way. It's just incredible. Is there a dead German in the pile? There is! Oh, Fritz. I told you not to go so far. But as you can see, we're doing a great job at keeping them back. And really, we just completely stopped this attack. You can see that tracer round flying into the woods. And don't worry, that's a German tank, not a Russian one. I know, I was about to cry as well. But, so we don't have to worry. That's our tank. And he did actually get a hit there on the side. That was that thing that we heard. Remember I said I heard something hit the side? That was some sort of, well, one of you guys that are actually proficient with this can tell me what that is. 7.92 times 57 IS. Almost penetrated partially, but didn't manage to do any damage to the men inside. And if we just look at the battlefield here, it looks like the enemy did not have any tanks. They had a few artillery pieces back here, but in general, I think we did all right. They had a few infantry units here we could have killed, but yeah, we did okay. We could have taken out a lot of artillery, but overall, look at that, man. Just unbelievable. Once we started dropping those mortars in, the enemy didn't stand a chance, really. Their attack just absolutely halted. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, obviously. Let me know if this is something you enjoy watching, and if it is, you can tell me. I'm actually going to go ahead and show you guys my campaign map. This is not the campaign I'm playing right now on the channel. It's just kind of a campaign I'm doing for fun and to learn about the game. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the operational map. And as you can see, I've held this area, and one of the enemy, well, this enemy platoon routed, this platoon was defeated, and we still hold this area. So I don't see why it's a loss, but I'll just accept the game's word for it. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Take care, and have an awesome day.